Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this time I'm going to be reviewing a car that is probably one of the most unique cars in Greenville. But before I get started, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to join my GVRP Discord. The link is in the description below. So let's just get right into it. This is the 1964 Chrysler Turbine. And yeah, this is probably one of the most unique cars in Greenville because it is jet powered. So yeah, this car does have a jet engine. So I'm gonna go over the styling. So this is obviously like a 60s car. It does have a 60s styling, but it's actually a really good looking car. So the styling does look like it's a jet car. Like these lights right here kind of look like a turbine. It's a very futuristic design, and at the back you have these things that look like jet engines. It's a super good design. I love the chrome accents, so around the lights, and they go like from the front to the back, and then at the back you have lots of chrome, which looks really good. So I like how this car doesn't look too crazy, like 50s cars or 60s cars that have like huge wings at the back. I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, I like how this car kind of looks a bit normal, but it still looks really cool, so that's great. So yeah, the design is really good. Probably my favorite part here is the back, because it does look like these are jet engines, but actually they are not. So if you look closely, these things right here are lights. They are not jet engines. So the exhaust comes out from under here, which is very cool. So yeah, I do like the styling a lot. I like how at the front, these lights kind of look like turbines, and also at the back, I love how these reverse lights look like jets. So that is super cool. So now I'm going to go into the dealership to look at all the trims. Alright, so here it is. So it's called the 1964 Chrysler Jetstream. Yeah, it does require the classic pass, but of course it's a classic car. So there's only one trim, the coupe trim, and it goes for $400,000. So here are the rims. So you have the Steelies with orange dish hubcaps, the Steelies with dish hubcaps, the Steelies with black dish hubcaps, which are the ones I have, the ones with blue dish, so they'd probably go with the blue one, or actually it looks pretty good with steel. So here are the specs. It has a top speed of 123 miles an hour. It only has 28 horsepower, which is not realistic. It gets 16.5 miles to the gallon. It weighs 3,952 pounds, so it's not a light car. It's rear-wheel drive, and it seats 4. So here are the colors: Futuro Blue, Tuxedo Black, Nucleon Green, Jetstream Bronze, which is the one I have, and Supersonic Steel. Alright, so let's fire this thing up. So here's the startup sound. It's pretty cool. So yeah, the jet engines on this car sound very good. It is kind of loud, but that's pretty cool. So here are the lights. Here are the headlights. They look super nice. There you go at the back. Here are the turn signals. So at the front they look really nice. At the back, kind of hard to see. And yes, as I said before, here are the reverse lights. So they are like that. So that's pretty cool. Here's the horn. So it's kind of a standard horn. So the rev counter on this car is, yeah, it's really hard to read, but you can still see kind of the numbers. So this thing idles, it looks like it's around 20,000 RPM. So that is crazy. And the maximum this thing revs, I believe, is 66,000 RPM. So that is just crazy. So because this thing idles so high, you can actually drive it up to about 30 miles an hour on idle. So here's how you do it. So actually, let's just go straight. So you just shift it to second, like really early, and then in third. Look, we're doing 30 miles an hour. Actually, 35. and it's still on idle, so that is really, really cool. So, yes, this car does have 3 speeds, so you guys are probably wondering right now, well, if this car is a jet engine, then why on earth does it have a gearbox? So that's because it doesn't really work like a plane, so the thrust isn't, like, directly used to, make the car go forward. Instead, it goes through a gearbox, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this car is super smooth. It's a super nice car to drive. Alright, so let's do a highway pull right here. This 90. Alright, so this thing goes 123. So that is very, very impressive. So yeah, this car runs super nicely. Brakes are really, really good. Alright, so here is a 0 to 60 test. Alright, so to launch this thing, it launches like any other car, so you just rev it all the way up to 66,000. Put it in first. There's no TCS or ABS on this car, as you guys can see, so you don't need to turn anything off, so here we go. Alright, so as you guys saw, this thing actually spins the tires. So that was 0 to 60 in 5.57 seconds, which is really, really, really fast for a car like this. Alright, so here is a 0 to 100 test. Alright, so this goes from 0 to 100 in 11.48 seconds, so that is really, really, really good. So this car isn't like supercar fast, but it is still really, really quick. Alright, so here is a braking test from 55 miles an hour. Alright, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the brakes on this car are excellent. It brakes from 55 to 0 in 1.2 seconds, which is better than a lot of good cars. Alright, so here's a braking test from 100. Here we go, and 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so it brakes from 100 to 0 in 2.46 seconds. So that is really, really, really good. Alright, so now for handling. So, obviously this is not a supercar, so it's not, like, amazing. But it's still pretty good. It's really easy to drive. So it's not, like, amazing or anything, but, it's still pretty good. So, it'll struggle around the corners at high speeds, but, if you're under, like, 50 miles an hour, it should be pretty good. So under 50 miles an hour, the handling is very good, but, go over that, and it will struggle to go around corners. Alright, so now for fuel economy. So, this car's gas mileage is not that good. It gets 16.9 miles to the gallon. So that is pretty bad. It is not as bad as my G-Wagon, which gets about 14, or my Bugatti, which got about 12 miles to the gallon. But yeah, that is still pretty bad. So just to show you guys, I'm going to drive from the visitors bar over there all the way to the twist, and I'm going to show you how much of the fuel tank has been used. Alright, so here we are at the visitors bar. So let's drive from here to the twist and see how much gas I've used, or fuel, whatever this runs on. I think this car can actually run on anything that explodes with oxygen. So here we go. try and be as efficient as possible. Alright, so we are almost at twist, and we have used more than 1/8 of a tank. And like, we are driving responsibly, we're not going fast. Yeah, this car's fuel economy is not, yeah, it's not good. Alright, here we go, we are almost at twist. Alright guys, look at this. We are at twist, and we have used 3/16 of a tank. So that is more than 1/8 of a tank. Yeah, that is not good fuel economy. So this car really does not get good gas mileage. So this is a really awesome car. It looks futuristic. It's pretty fun to drive. It's very unique. Is it worth it? Not really. It's $400,000, and that is a lot of money. And you could honestly get way better cars. But still, this is a super cool and unique car. They are very rare, so that is very cool. Yeah, I do like this car a lot. I don't think it's worth it if $400,000 is all you have. I mean, I had almost $1 million, and yeah, I didn't feel like buying a supercar, so I bought this, and I really like it. I'm gonna keep it for sure. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Don't forget to join my GVRP Discord, and I'll see you in the next video.